Okay, now one thing we remember is there are no barriers to entry or exit of markets, just as there is perfect information about trends. Firms can enter and exit the market at will, and this helps the invisible hand find equilibrium. But there are market fluctuations. When the invisible hand moves the price down, firms will react. Now, we've been talking about individual firms at this point. Now we're going to look at behavior of the industry as a whole. When price falls, revenue falls, profit takes a hit. Some firms cut back on production, some will have to minimize loss, others will have to produce until shutdown, and some will leave the market altogether. You've seen this during the economic crisis of the 2020 pandemic. We know that when there's a change in supply, there's going to be a change in price. Temporarily changing the price will cause, in perfect competition, some firms to leave or enter the market, lower or raise supply, and bring the price back up to where it's supposed to be. It is possible for long-run supply curves to remain flat or even angle upwards. And in the case of non-flat curves, all of what we learned about elasticity and price dynamics holds true as well. Consumer and producer surplus. Simply put, consumer surplus is a measure comparing what a person would have paid over what they actually paid. Lee would have bought apples, 9 of them at 45 cents, 10 of them at 40 cents. You see that on the chart on page 134. The producer surplus is a measure comparing what the firm sold the act actually sold for to what it would have sold it for. The farmer's market vendor would have sold some apples for less than the 40 cents paid. This is the chart on page 135. But in either case, Hannah needs to lay off the apples and add more vegetables to her diet. By looking at supply issues, these models help us answer 2 of the 4 economic questions: what and how. Perfect competition, the book says, is an economist's dream. But it's only that. It's only a dream. It doesn't really exist in real life. And please remember that this is economics, so don't look for anything approaching logic.